Okay, hi, my name is Kenyon Simmons. Today I'm going to give my speech about gun control to my parents, my little brother. I also have my visual aid here next to me on my computer to my left, but you're not able to see that because out of frame, they're sitting directly in front of me. Okay, let's get started. Imagine waking up one day, checking your phone, and seeing another mass shooting headline. At this point, it barely surprises us. It seems almost normal. And as scary as that sounds, it's devastating. According to the Gun Violence Archive, there are over 650 mass shootings in 2023 alone. That is almost two a day. No other developed country even comes close to these numbers. This should not feel normal and should not be something we accept. Today, I want to talk about why strong gun control is necessary if you want to reduce gun violence in this nation. I'm not talking about the complete removal of guns from responsible owners. I'm talking about laws that add basic safety measures and make it harder for dangerous or impulsive people to put others at risk. I will explain the problem, show which solutions actually work, and talk about how stronger gun laws benefit society. I will also end with a clear call to action that every person here can take. For our first problem, like I already stated earlier, the Gun Violence Archive reported that in 2023 there were over 650 mass shootings. This is one of the highest totals ever recorded, no matter what. These shootings happen everywhere you can look, everywhere you would expect, places people should feel safe. Schools, grocery stores, churches, parades, workplaces, even shopping centers. The fact that we can list so many tragedies from memory shows how serious this issue really is. The second problem is the danger children and teenagers face in homes with unsecured guns. Research shows that about 1/3 of teenagers in homes with guns said they could get to a loaded gun under 5 minutes. Another study found that many accidental shootings involving kids happen because the gun was stored loaded and unlocked. These are deaths that could have been prevented with simple safety gun laws. The third problem involves assault-style rifles and high-capacity magazines. These weapons fire fast and cause major damage in a short amount of time. They are used in so many of the deadliest mass shootings here, and there's just no reason to even have them. Research shows that these rifles are almost never used in real self-defense situations, even though they are often marketed as they could be. In reality, they lead to more harm than help. All of this makes one thing clear: our current laws are not protecting people at all, which is just the base of the problem. The solutions are not extreme or complicated. They are basic safeguards that many other countries already use with great success. First, we need universal background checks. This means every gun sale should require a background check, including private sales and gun shows. Right now, there are loopholes that allow people to get around this system way too easily. Second, we need waiting periods. A waiting period gives a person a few days before they receive a gun. Even longer than that would be preferable. These can prevent impulsive acts, especially during emotional crises, which is when many suicides and violent incidents occur. Imagine that somebody is going through a really tough time, they're able to just quickly access a gun, who knows what will happen. Now they have to wait a couple days, a week, a month. That may change. Third, we need limits on assault-style rifles and high-capacity magazines. These weapons are connected to the highest casualty shootings, and restricting them would reduce the scale of these tragedies. Fourth, we need safe storage laws. If someone owns a gun and has children in the home, that gun should be locked. It should not be loaded or sitting in a place where a child or teenager can reach it. Fifth, we need a requirement to report lost or stolen guns. Many guns used in crimes were once legally owned, but were never reported when they went missing, hence falling into the hands of criminals. Last, we need better education about gun safety. Many gun owners do not realize how quickly a child can find and fire a weapon. Education helps reduce careless behavior. None of these solutions take away from the ability for a responsible person to own a gun. Simple as that. They simply aid and help in routine safety. It can. Some people do feel more safe, and just as some people do feel more safe, other people leads to harm, including their own family members a lot of the times, which is just one of those scary things. It's a double-edged sword almost, in a sense, for who it affects and who it benefits, if that makes sense. Some strong benefits about gun control really are fewer deaths. That's just a simple one right off the bat. Research shows that states with stronger gun laws have lower gun death rates. Universal background checks, waiting periods, and safe storage together would prevent many shootings and accidents as a whole. The second benefit is safer communities also. Students would not have to practice constant active shooter drills. People could go to public places without always wondering if something might happen. And that's the problem. That might happen. That should not be a standardized thing. Yes, it's good to plan ahead. Yes, it's good to have these things in place for something to go wrong, but it should not be as normalized as it is in society at all. The third benefit is that these laws still protect the rights of responsible gun owners. None of the solutions remove the right to own a firearm. They just make sure that owning a gun comes with the responsibility. The fourth benefit is lower long-term costs. Gun violence leads to high medical bills, trauma, and long-term emotional stress for families and communities. Reducing gun violence reduces all of these costs, so everybody wins. These benefits are proven in other countries and in states with stronger laws. We already know what works. The question is whether we are willing to act and help our country that we know what we can do now. So in conclusion, this is what I want each and all of you to do. After this speech, I take a few minutes, contact your local and national lawmakers. Tell them you support universal background checks, waiting periods, safe storage requirements, and limits on assault-style rifles. These policies save lives, and lawmakers need to hear that young people, even adults, care about this issue. Talk to your family and friends about safe storage if they own guns. A simple conversation can prevent a tragedy. And finally, vote for leaders who are willing to address gun violence directly instead of ignoring it. We do not have to keep living with these constant tragedies. We do not have to keep reading the same heartbreaking headlines every day and night. Gun violence is preventable, and we already know which solutions work. What we need now is action. I believe we can make this country safer. I believe we should, and I believe the time to push for strong gun control is right now. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. See you later.